Okay, hello guys, welcome back to the Reaper's Candle channel, and I hope you guys enjoyed the last reading. I know there was a lot of stuttering and stopping in my speech, but like I said before, it was because I had been away for so long and I'm just trying to get back into the rhythm of things and doing things, so it will take a little bit of time just to get back into the flow of intuition and things like that, but I was doing some personal tarot readings and some for myself, for my friends, and I thought I was in a good flow, so I decided to do some, like a love reading today. Okay, so these are your piles. So again, just take your time, take a few deep breaths, do some chakra healing meditation, whatever you need to do to kind of get into your own zone, and I will let you pick the piles. And the question that you want to ask is just current love situations or energies, anything like that. Okay guys, so we will start with pile 1. Okay, so welcome pile 1 to your reading. So I just ask whatever truth that God wants to show us for your love life. I started focusing in on the Magician over here, and my focus went to the wand that he is holding. So it does seem like you guys are taking control of your love life, and maybe you guys are initiating a lot of things, or even maybe perhaps even stopping your love life from happening. But it does seem like you're trying to control it rather than letting things happen as they want to, especially with the Magician coming out in reverse. There's also like a sense of things happening in the background that you don't realize about, even though you're trying to control your love life and the things that happen in it. I'm noticing that these 3 cards are closer to the Magician. So with the Lovers and the 10 of Cups, okay, so with the Lovers and the 10 of Cups coming out in reverse, it feels like you guys are, I'm focusing in on her legs, it feels like you guys are rushing towards something with a lot of passion and fire and burning energy. It almost feels like you're like speed walking towards someone or something, and it's the image that I'm getting in my head is you speed walking on a sidewalk in like 80s sort of pastel aerobic clothes, and you're chasing after this like big huge red truck that's like, I mean, it's slow for a car, but it's fast for you, because even though you're speed walking you can't catch up to it, but they're just like a couple of blocks in front of you, and it keeps on going like that, and sometimes it stops, so it gives you a chance to like catch up, but then it keeps on going again, and you're like really determined to get to there and catch that truck. But with the 10 of Cups coming out in the back, I feel like this might not be the best relationship for you. Yeah, because with these 10 of Cups coming out in reverse, it feels like a very lonely and very wailing sort of like desperate sort of situation. So you guys might be running at something with a lot of passion and fire, but it may not be the right relationship for you, because there's a lot of like mellowness, or like, I'm not sure how to explain this, but it's like a very liquidy feeling in my chest I'm getting right now. like not slime, but like lava, like a lava lamp type of flow that is just kind of there. And it feels light and airy, but it also feels like very heavy and sticky and like weighing you down. But you feel like you're like floating. It's an illusion, basically. And then with the 4 of Pentacles coming out in reverse as well, right next to it, yeah, it's again, I'm focusing on these 2 pentacles over here at the bottom of her feet, and this one that she's holding on to. So it definitely feels like you guys are holding on to something and trying to make it happen by putting your effort into it, but it's not something that can lead to growth or be sustainable in the future. I'm seeing celery sticks or parsley for some reason because of these leaves. And I don't know what that could mean, but maybe like it, if you kind of think about it, it's kind of like how celery doesn't really have a lot of nutritional value. It's just all water. And it can make your bones stronger, like it can make you stronger, but overall it doesn't really have any nutritional value as a vegetable. It's just a stalk that you can eat. And it also cleanses your stomach out, so it feels like maybe this might be something that you need to go through to learn that whatever this relationship or whoever this person is, like it's not meant to be, and it'll help you become more stronger and sturdier and actually understand what a better love or the proper love should be and look like. And then we've got your Six of Wands and Eight of Wands here. So yeah, it's this very la-di-da type of feeling, like you're in your own head and you're making up all of these dreams and ideals in your head. And you're letting those, like, kind of, you're just walking in like a daydream sort of way, following your dreams and not really minding other people around you. And just kind of hoping that your dreams or your wish comes true in regards to this situation. Yeah, you're very much in like a daydream sort of energy. I'm getting that a lot. Like you're laying on your bed with your headphones or your music on and just like imagining everything that could be, imagining like stories about how things could play out. You might not even be in a relationship right now, but you're definitely imagining what it would feel like to be in a relationship and all of these like romantic stories in your head of how to be in a relationship or how it would work out. Some people might be walking away from you because of your dream like ideals. Yeah, even though they're close to you, like they're probably your friends or something like that. And maybe they want to show you the right way or the right choice, but you're kind of still in like this daydream energy, so they might just stop like talking about it to you or stop talking about relationships and all that type of stuff to you. Or maybe even just taking a step back in general from you as well. Maybe because they think you're stubborn or you're being like too much in your head and not being realistic. I just want to take a look at the overall energy. Yeah, so with the Six of Cups, it almost feels like these cups are damaged or they're broken or they're falling down. And this bird seems like very greedy, even though it's a baby bird and like a mommy bird or whatever, right? The mommy bird is feeding them, but the bird seems like it will never be satisfied. So that's the overall energy I'm getting over here as well. So like with all of this going on, the overall energy is basically like, again, this idea of not being satisfied in the real realm or with the things that you actually have. Yeah, and see, like with the Seven of Cups, like you have all of these things behind you, but you're chasing these bats. You're chasing things that have no value. And yeah, again, like wintertime and crawling towards something that this girl seems like a ghost that's luring him away from all the warmth and the safety and the good things in his life, leading him to basically like a cold death in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, and you can see again like these imps kind of destroying this mushroom. So eventually your dreams will come crashing down, but I think this is like a learning experience that you need to go through to become stronger and actually realize what is the good for you. Okay? Let's get some advice for your love life. Okay, so this is your advice for your love life, and we can see that we got the 8 of Wands, 6 of Wands, and 4 of Pentacles out again, and your overall energy is the Hierophant in reverse. The Hierophant in reverse is giving me a feeling of things are as they should be. Like, you are fated to go through this. And to go through like a moment or a situation where you might be heartbroken or feel hurt in some way. Yeah, because that's actually going to release you and make you feel more comfortable and vulnerable to be yourself. Okay, so that's the overall energy. And then we'll look at the advice over here. So we've got Death in reverse and the Two of Swords. So again, it's this imagery of being stronger. And like all these demons are in your head, like they're not showing up in the water, right? So it's like you're going to be able to, you need to cut off these illusions in your head. And you need to transform. You need to take some time to transform into someone that is more happy. Someone that's not sad and desperate and crying or lonely for love. But someone who approaches love with innocence and purity and fun. Yeah, so there's two opposite extremes. You need to change from someone who's desperate from love to someone who is willing to be in love. And I know that sounds similar, but it's really not. When you're desperate, it's like this longing feeling and this never-ending loneliness that you feel because you're so desperate to be in a relationship, even if it's not the right time or you shouldn't be in one. And you cannot comfort yourself or feel comfortable being by yourself or be happy by yourself, right? And so you need to change that perspective into someone who's more innocent towards love, someone who actually thinks of love with the idea of enjoyment being something fun to do and something that brings positivity and happiness in your life. And is just another addition of happiness to your already happy life. Like when you look at kids, right? When you look at kids, their life, like they just enjoy everything about their life. And if something good happens to them, they're like, oh, wow, that's another good thing that happened to me. Like that. They're not desperate looking for good things to happen to them. They're just going with the flow of life. And if good things happen, they're like, whoa. But if bad things happen, they're not like, whoa. They just process through the emotions and they go back to their happy life because they know that they have a lot of things to be happy and grateful for. So you need to cut out the illusions of whatever fantasy love that you have and go from being someone desperate to be in love to someone who will find joy if love comes their way. And then with the advice here, definitely think a lot more about your relationships and who you want to pursue and who you want to be with, what kind of love you want to be in. And let your friends guide you sometimes, because sometimes your friends, I'm getting the feeling that your friends know you a lot better than you kind of know yourself. And I think it's because they can see you for who you truly are and what you truly like and what you truly behave like and what you would enjoy. And so they can help guide you and bring people into your life or introduce guys to you that would actually be meaningful to you and worth it. Guys that are of value. I'm seeing one of your friends that has like auburn or orangish hair, maybe a little bit of a curl, like a 70s curl. Yeah, and it seems like she introduces you to someone in like a Western style bar. Like it's a bar and grill, so it's not like club vibes, but people do dance there when it's like a club sort of environment. But it is more of like a bar and grill sort of feeling. I'm seeing there's definitely neon glowing lights, but there's also like brick walls, and there's more glowy lights right now. Yeah, so she brings you over from the dance floor to maybe from someone that you were flirting with, but she knows that it's just like the guy that you were flirting with or flirting with is not good for you, or he's just like there, like he's not someone that you would actually be interested in or would have a good relationship with. That's more of like fling energy. But she drags you away from the dance floor gently to introduce you to another guy at the bar who is actually like very successful financially. He's like working on his career. He's actually probably settled in his career, and he just comes by to the bar grill for like a couple of drinks every weekend or something like that, just to, have some fun and relax a little bit. Yeah, he seems very suave and smooth. And then with this Eight of Wands, instead of giving me like a more dreamlike feel, it's giving me more of rest and sleep well. And be yourself, and be comfortable in your home and in your bed. It's giving me that type of feel. Kind of like put on a movie or wear your favorite pajamas and just like text with your friends or something like that. That's the vibe that I'm getting here. So it's a lot about A, being comfortable who you are, B, getting rid of these illusions and looking at love from a perspective of joy that can come into your life rather than something that you should be chasing after and longing after. And listen to your friends, listen to your head, and think about what you actually want and what would actually make you happy. Yeah, and listen to your friends and give your friends a chance to guide you to the right people. And then you can make the decision as to whether you want to pursue that relationship or not. But yeah. Okay? Alright, pile 1, I hope you guys enjoyed your reading, and we are going to move on to pile 2. If you guys liked the reading, leave a comment, or hit the like button, subscribe, or if you just want to know when my videos are getting uploaded, you can always just hit the notification bell, and then you'll be notified whenever I upload them. Okay? Thank you, and have a wonderfully blessed week. Bye! Alright, pile 2, welcome to your reading. So we are going to just be asking about your love life, and I will do the truth about your love life and whatever truth that God wants to show me and you. And then we'll do like an advice section afterwards. So this is your reading, or your cards, for your truth. And I'm focusing straight away on the moon, which is basically showing me that there might be something dark going on in your love life right now. Might be like an emotional time for you to be going through. I'm seeing a lot of crying and a lot of sadness. Like, it feels like a scene from like a teenage rom-com, like Legally Blonde, where she's crying with the chocolates and the napkins and she's talking to her friends over the phone. That's what it feels like right now with the moon coming out. And especially with it in reverse, it's definitely something to do with your emotions. Like, there's a lot of darkness going on right now. Yeah. But you are a good person, and you're a very bright and positive and happy person. So this is why we're seeing the dragon being white. And the moon still shining, even though there's all these dark things and turmoil going around it. And this dragon is flying above all of this darkness. And this is paired with this. So again, this idea of like wailing out and these thoughts and ideas coming into your head. You might be crying all the way till the morning. This is really sad. I'm so sorry. I feel like crying right now. Yeah, there's like a lot of pain, a lot of crying here right now going on. I'm gonna go to the Queen of Pentacles here, so the love life. But there's definitely something good in your life. Either it's coming on the way, or it is something that you hold and have. This could be your spirit, like you're a very positive and happy, dappy person, so you are very much in control of your feelings in terms of like how you deal with situations. And you are comforting yourself and becoming happier little by little. And with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, you're filling your head with happy thoughts. Maybe you're taking like nice spa baths and just cleansing your energy with like bubble shampoo or something like that. So yeah, like a spa day or something like that. And then over here we can see like this is right now, but this is like what might have been happening before or what did happen before. It's kind of giving me like a past and present energy. So it feels like you were definitely hurt a lot. By someone very close to you. Yeah, and it gave you a lot of pain and like heartbreak. It was kind of like unexpected or out of the blue too. Like you thought the relationship was going good and you were happy with it, but then they just come out of the blue and break your heart and say that they're breaking up or something like that. I'm getting that with some people it might have been cheating, so you might have found out that they are cheating or they fell in love with another person, but it's directly through their mouths. So yeah, someone hurt you. And I think that also in turn is hurting themselves or the people around you. So like your sadness is kind of like projecting onto the people around you and they feel bad for you. So like maybe your friends and stuff like that are empathizing with you or sympathizing with you, and then they can feel like how sad you are, so it makes them sad as well. And like angry at this person. Some of you, it feels like might have been hooked up to this person, whoever broke your heart, with this friend or this person. Maybe like a sister or mom. Dad is coming out for some people, but not too much. Yeah, it could have been someone like introduced to you by family members or by like a friend. He could work at your dad's company or might be like your mom's best friend's son or something like that. But I'm definitely seeing that they broke your heart and it came out like out of the blue, out of nowhere. And so that's why these people that introduced them to you may also feel hurt to see you this sad about the situation and how could they do that to you kind of situation. And the person that's breaking up with you also feels bad about hurting you because you're such a nice person and they didn't want to hurt you, but their feelings aren't in the relationship. They don't actually love you. Like maybe it was just like for a short period of time they were like kind of interested in you, but they don't think that the relationship could work out. It's kind of like an arranged marriage situation, right? Like you guys get engaged, and I'm not saying that this is what happened, but I'm just giving an analogy. You get engaged, but that person obviously doesn't have feelings from you from the beginning, right? And you're just interested in the relationship and you fall in love and all this stuff because you just think love is such a beautiful thing and you're just happy to have a relationship and be in love with someone. So you give them all because you truly believe that you've not found the one, but found someone to have a love life with and to be in love with, right? But then they were never interested or anything like that from the beginning, but they were just kind of going through with the motions and dating you and giving you a chance and all that stuff, but they never fell in love or they never felt that attached to you. So now they've actually fallen in love with someone else, or at this point, they're just like, okay, we should just stop all of this because I'm not in love with you, and you are a really nice person, but I don't want to keep on leading you on, kind of a situation. So that's what I'm seeing over here. And with the butterflies, I am seeing that you're very, very beautiful. But there's definitely some things going on in this relationship that aren't supposed to happen or that aren't meant to be, basically. Focusing on this butterfly as well, it feels like it's about to fly away or fly off. So, yeah, it's again this feeling of someone's leaving you. Even though you're like super beautiful and stuff like that, but there is this underlying situation going on where this isn't meant to be, basically. And you will come out of this sad like time period and comfort yourself. You should just go like for some spa days and stuff like that. So with the overall energy, let's take a look here. Yeah, there's a lot of things happening right now around you. Like physically, there's a lot of things happening around you. And that might make you actually more confused and more turmoiled in an emotional sense, because everything just feels like it's coming at you at once. Yeah, it's like a very confusing time. Like you don't know what to deal with first, how to deal with your emotions and all that stuff. And yeah, there's this energy of like forcing yourself to smile and be grateful for the things that you do have. But on the inside, I think you really feel like dead or very cold on the inside. Yeah, okay, so that's the situation. Let's get advice for you. Okay, so this is your spread for your advice, pile 2. We're going to start off with the overall cards here. So we're seeing the Emperor in reverse. The very first thing is take back control of your life and your emotions. Okay, right now you're, like I said before, like you are in a situation where you're very confused and there's a lot of things happening around in your life right now and you don't know which one to deal with right now first. And the first thing that you should deal with is your emotions. You need to take control of them. You need to calm yourself down. And I know that's going to be hard because, again, heartbreak is very difficult. Like, even if someone just says a few words to you, it can hurt you, right? But with like a whole relationship, I'm really sorry. I feel like crying for you guys. I'm so sorry about this. But it is difficult, but you will make it through. Don't worry. Things happen and we make it through. That is how humans are. We are way much more stronger than we believe. But we have to believe that we are strong, and then we can make it through. So you need to control your emotions. You need to make the decision to be strong. Okay? Yep. And again, with the Fool coming out in the back, you need to reach out for the things that make you happy. Okay? You gotta let go of these flowers from the past, okay? Let go of this bouquet and take the leap of faith to go towards maybe your dreams and your goals and your hopes. Some sort of career aspiration or work goal that you've always wanted to do, but you were kind of holding it back out on it. And things that make you happy, go and do those things. Yeah, and with the Chariot coming out in reverse, it is telling you to take things one step at a time. Don't rush yourself. Don't force yourself to go through the emotions and then get out of them. Just take it slow, but do take it through the process, okay? Focusing in on this over here, it's like the snaky, leathery skin. Yeah, so things should flow and slide to the ending that you deserve and that you need to get to. You will get to. So yeah, you need to take things smoothly. Don't rush yourself. Just go step by step and work your way through things, okay? All right, now with your reading, we've got the Queen of Cups, the World, Temperance, Page of Pentacles, and Ace of Cups. So we will start off with the Ace of Cups here. So the Ace of Cups, cry as much as you want, feel as much as you want, okay? But don't let it kill you, okay? Do not, this is basically telling you to feel your emotions and process through them and work through them. If you want to cry, cry. Doesn't matter. You got your heart broken, right? Just cry. But once you're done crying and you've tired yourself out, then don't just pick yourself up and start to slowly piece your life back together, okay? That's what it's saying. Like, don't let, after the crying, you get like super tired and you nap. Don't wake up and then go back into like a crying sort of vibe and mood again and again, right? Because that would be like a never-ending cycle where you're not processing your emotions. But this is telling you to just basically release all your emotions. If you want to scream, scream. If you want to cry, cry. If you want to rock yourself back and forth, rock yourself back and forth. You want to hug yourself, whatever you want to do. You want to climb under the covers and sleep for a few days, do that. It doesn't matter. But you need to process those emotions, and then you need to like just let them go. Okay? And then pick yourself up, and that's where the Page of Pentacles and the patience comes in, right? So you need to take your time and be slow, steady, but really measure out the good things in your life. Take an account of the things that are good in your life, and take an account of the things that you don't want in your life, or the things that aren't working out in your life. And decide to go on that journey of, pursuing a goal, pursuing something that you want to pursue. And do it with like a stubbornness or a firmness. So don't let things distract you from this goal that you wanted to always complete, but you never got around to it because maybe you were distracted by the relationships in your life or the other things that you were dependent on for happiness. It's basically giving you advice to do the things that actually make you happy, whether other people are involved with it or not, or whether other people will like it or not. So do the things that make you happy. And with the World and the Queen of Cups coming out, it's kind of like she's holding back her arm from doing like a cheers. That like her arm's going up naturally to do a cheers with the cup, but she's holding back her arm, right? And the seal is also watching her lovingly too, being like, good job, and encouraging her from the background. So there might be someone in the background that is like silently encouraging you or watching how you deal with the situation before they can approach you. But for your advice, it is to stay focused on your goal and don't let your emotions overcome your actions. Like, yes, this situation and this heartbreak can be difficult to deal with, but once you're out of it, don't keep on going back to it. Don't keep on going back to the emotional state that you had, but rather accept those emotions, process them, let them flow through, release them, pour this emotional cup of wine out, and put it back on the table for it to be refilled again later on. Yes. And then with the World coming out, really love yourself and caress yourself. Love the people around you. If you have to, clarify to the people who introduced you that it's not their fault. And I know that can seem like really weird advice, that when you're broken down, you're trying to comfort other people. But those people do need to be comforted because they feel sort of guilty for the whole situation. And once you let them know, like, it's not their fault and you don't blame them, they're actually going to be a lot more happier, and they're going to help you be more happier by helping you and supporting you through this journey of becoming happy and picking up the pieces again. And they will try to comfort you a lot more. Because right now they just feel awkward. They don't know if they should be involved with you and comfort you, or they should just like stay away from the situation and let you deal with the situation. Because I think maybe seeing them might upset you even more and bring up old memories and all that stuff. So that's why you need to be clear with them and just let them know that you still love them and you don't blame them for the things that have happened. Even the person that broke up with you, you need to also let them know that you don't blame them for what happened, because again, it was sort of like an arranged situation. And you do need to understand that even though you may have loved them, they, even from the beginning, never had that sort of interest towards you. And they're just kind of playing it out as, I don't even know how to explain this, but they were just kind of like going with the flow of things and hoping it would work out. But obviously they never developed feelings, they never had feelings in the first place, and they didn't want to lead you on further. So just like, yeah, just forgive people, don't blame them, comfort them and let them know like you don't blame them and that you are going through the emotions and you will be fine. Which you will be, Ameen, suma Ameen. And you'll come out stronger. And then let them know like this is what you're doing, maybe. Let your family know. You don't have to tell the person that broke your heart, but let your family or your friends know, or the person whoever introduced you to this person that broke your heart, that, you know, instead of like, I'll be fine and I'm actually going to start doing this project or whatever this goal is, I'm actually working on that. So if you could help and support me on that, that would be really lovely. Like, have a mature conversation with them and let them know what you're doing, how you're processing the situation, all that stuff, because it would really help to actually have them be able to support and comfort you afterwards, once they know that they can approach you and you won't be hurt by it. Okay? So that is your advice, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, hit either the like button, the subscribe button, or leave a comment below. And if you just want to know when my videos are being uploaded, then just hit the notification bell. You don't have to do likes or comments or whatever. Okay, just whatever you guys feel comfortable with. Yeah, and definitely I hope this situation works out, because I don't want you guys to be sad or brokenhearted or anything like that. And yeah, I wish you all the best, and I hope you guys have a very super blessed week and you become happier again. Ameen suma Ameen. Okay, bye guys. Okay, pile 3, welcome to your reading, and we are going to be talking about your love life. And so I've pulled out the cards for the truth about your love life and whatever that God wants me to say and speak about, and whatever truth that God wants you to see. And so we're going to do this, and then we'll get some advice on your love life as well. So starting over here with the overall cards, right off the bat, there is a decision that you need to make to change your love life. Okay, and then in the back, we've got the 3 of Cups. So yeah, there is definitely like an emotional change that you need to make for the better. Right now, you might be making like it might be like a tough decision that you need to make in regards to your emotional life. But it is something that will help your love life get started or get launched into a better love life. Okay, so now the truth about your cards. Alright, let's see. Thinking of starting over here. Okay, so we've got, what is that, the 6 of Wands, I believe. And the 2 of Wands. Or the 2 of Swords, I think. Okay. Okay, so again, with the Two of Swords, there's definitely a decision that you need to make. You might need to cut someone off from your life. I'm seeing like someone fighting with their boyfriend or their partner. It doesn't feel like a husband, it feels like a boyfriend. I can see like it's like a darkly lit, like one, like a studio basement apartment or something like that. Like I'm seeing like a fluorescent light and like a stove in the background and all that stuff, living room. I'm seeing someone like screaming at the guy in front of them, and the guy is screaming back, but your stance is more like bent over towards them, like super angry, whereas the other person's stance is kind of like lean back and restrained, but they're also very angry and they're also like fighting back. But you're the more angrier one. You're the one like screaming and telling them like you want to break it up and all that type of stuff. And he's kind of like listening, but he also like retorts back when he needs to. And then with the Six of Wands over here, it feels like the flowers are falling out. So it's like all these positive things, they're kind of like dying. And it feels like you took like a bunch of petals that you had ripped off of like one of those he loves me not type of things, and you had collected them before, right? Because you were so enamored with being in love with him. But it's like you accidentally knocked over the basket, or maybe even purposely, in anger, and all those petals are now falling in slow motion onto the ground. So yeah, there's probably like a lot of things that you're seeing that are really mean or rude or like even like insulting or something like that, that are causing all these positive things from the relationship to kind of get wiped out little by little. And your relationship is turning sour basically. With the star coming out in reverse, it definitely feels like you're walking away from a good relationship. And look at her like pouring all the vases, like she's pouring out all of her emotions and like just cleaning up the relationship and just like cleaning everything out. Like I'm seeing someone packing up boxes with the guy's stuff and like kicking him out of the house and pushing the box towards him to take with him and just get out. I feel like you're doing like a very clear cut of this relationship, like cleaning everything out and dumping everything away. With the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and we got Two of Cups in reverse, the Chariot, Queen of Swords, and then the Tower in reverse. So starting off with the Tower in reverse and the Queen of Swords, I think you're making like a very strong decision to cut this person out of your life. With the Queen of Swords, I'm seeing that you might be pregnant, or he might have made someone pregnant. I'm seeing more of like you are pregnant and you're deciding not to stick around with this guy anymore. And the decision might be causing you concern or worry, but at the same time, you don't want to be around him anymore. With the Tower, definitely feels like you're trying to do like a handstand or something like that. Like some sort of balancing act. Like you're trying to make the right decision, but it is kind of throwing you off your feet and off balance. So it does feel like the situation is kind of like clumsy in a sense. Like the way that you're making the decision and how you're following through with it is very messy and not very clear cut or a very step-by-step way, but it's very just like all over the place, but you've made the decision. And then with the Chariot, it's a very quick decision that you've made, and you are happy with the decision, even though you are concerned and worried about the situation that you are in, or the predicament that you are in. And with these horses also, it feels like he's done with the situation, like he's just tired of, pardon my language and pardon my attack on you, but of your BS. And you kind of feel like you're happy about the situation, like, I know, and I won type of a vibe, like a very smug vibe that's putting you into power over this situation. He does feel very tired though, and like he's done with the situation. Yeah, and with the Two of Cups coming out in reverse, it feels like there's no emotions over there anymore. It's like it's all being emptied out, like they're hollow. Both of the people are hollow. And I feel like there might be like someone that's very excited to get back into the relationship, or someone that's very vivacious to get out of the relationship. So there's like two sides of this thing going on. With the Knight of Pentacles coming out in reverse, yeah, the other person is totally thrown off guard. Like they might understand where all of this behavior and this decision is coming from because they've seen like the signs and the clues leading up to it, but they really don't want to let you go. And they might not want to be alone. But you're kind of like holding a very firm bat almost, like it's like you're very firm with your decision and you can get aggressive if you need to so that they know that you're being serious. And he won't be able to change your mind, or you won't change your mind. And you're very focused on this goal, whatever this goal is. Okay, let's get some advice for you. So pile 3, this is your love life advice. So we're going to start off with the Queen of Swords, or the overall energy here. And a lot of the cards that you got in your previous one came out again on this one. But we're going to read them as advice. So with the Queen of Swords, the overall energy I'm getting here is whatever you have going on, be grateful for it and be protective of it. Don't let it go. Because it's like almost like other people are going to be giving you like the stink eye, like what do you think you're doing? Like, is there something wrong with you? Like, you're going to leave behind all of this happiness and all this goodness for that person or for him? That's what I'm seeing over here. And then with the Chariot, yeah, it feels like see how he has something in this hand and he doesn't have anything in this hand, but it's loose? It feels like you need to let go of something. It might be difficult to let go of it, but you need to let go of it. The thing that you need to let go of is this goldfish. So, if you've ever heard about, what is it? The story of the princess and the gold ball. There's a fish in there that she has to kiss to turn into a prince. And then there's a lot of like stories around fish granting you magical wishes, or being like two sides of the same coin. So it feels like you're going after a goldfish where you think like, oh, this is my Prince Charming and stuff like that, but it's really not. So that is what you need to let go of, and it could be difficult. It could take some time, but you need to let go of it slowly. And be protective of whatever good stuff that you do have in your life. Be protective of your child as well, because this could actually impact them in the long run too. I am seeing that as they grow up, they might actually end up hating you or having like a conflicting relationship with you, because you're actually going to move through a lot of boyfriends and things like that if you make this decision to go after this goldfish. You'll be like very angry all the time too. Okay? And then we've got the advice. So we've got the star and the 5 of wands coming out and underneath. So with the star, it is saying walk away. So walk away from this situation that you have built. And listen to the people that are screaming in your ear that this is bad luck, this is the wrong decision, and the bad thing to do. I've never focused in on this crow thing over here. This is the first time I've done that. So yeah, walk away from whatever this emotion is that thing or situation is that you're pouring your emotions into and thinking that's going to lead you to happiness, and listen to the people around you that maybe to you it might look like bad news or bad luck, but it's actually like good news. All these things that they're saying, and they might even be getting angry with you and calling you things and telling you like you're being crazy or like this is the wrong decision to make. Like, why are you doing this when you have such a good thing going on? And yeah, with the 5 of wands coming out, it's like you need to make the right decision for change, not the wrong one. So you need to change your thoughts about which is the best decision to make. And with the Tower coming out in reverse, but this time I'm focusing more on the Crown here. So it's basically saying choose a relationship that treats you like a princess, not the one that's going to treat you like a fool or a clown. Something that looks like super fancy and luxurious from the outside, but on the inside it's someone that's groveling and just kind of barely getting by. Someone that might even do like weed or smoking or drugs or something like that, because it looks like this person is reaching out for these leaves over here. Yeah, choose the person that's going to treat you like a princess and keep you in this tower like elevated and high, not like caged, but in a tower that elevates your position and gives you authority and power and elegance and superiority over other people just because of how he treats you. Yeah, this person is definitely bending over backwards to try to treat you nicely. And even though he's reaching for the green leaves as well, this almost looks like a tulip. So he's definitely reaching for love and for flowers to give to you. Yeah. Right now everything is crashing down though. In terms of like the loving environment that he has provided you or that you guys have made together. And all the good stuff in your life that you guys have together. And then the 6 of wands, you need to pick up the petals that fell. And it feels like almost like as they were falling in slow motion, you need to put your hand out and collect the ones that haven't fallen yet, and then put them back up into the basket quickly. Quickly but slowly, like at a moderate pace, like normal pace, like this. And then once you've done that, you want to also clean up the petals that had fallen before. And it feels like it's only been like 3 or 4 petals. So you need to pick up those 3 or 4 petals and put them back together how they were, so that they don't have any negative memories attached to them anymore. Yeah, so that's what I'm seeing for your advice, guys. Okay, I hope that helps. I know it's a little bit dark and negative, but I'm literally just reading what the cards say. I don't like to cover up the truth. I like to ask God for the truth. And if it's something negative or something that we assume is bad, then so be it, because that's the truth. But you have some good advice to listen to, and you've got good friends around you that are going to try to lead you on the right pathway. You just have to make the right decision. So hopefully, inshallah, you make the right decision. Ameen, suma ameen, and you stay happy and blessed. Alright? So have a wonderful week, in tune with your emotions, and I hope this situation gets solved, whatever it is. Ameen, suma ameen. Okay, and if you ever want to see another video by me, then please hit the notification bell, subscribe button, or you can leave a comment below and just let me know how much this resonated with you. Yeah, or don't do anything if you don't feel comfortable, and this reading pissed you off. So, yeah. All right, thank you guys, and have a wonderfully blessed week. Bye.